Hey guys, welcome back to Amateur Cooking with Jess. Today I'll be sharing with you how I make stuffed bell peppers. And stuffed bell peppers can be vegetarian, or you can make them with ground beef. You can make them with anything you have in the fridge. Honestly, you can add mushrooms, celery, corn, rice, anything you have, just throw it together and throw it in the bell peppers. I'll be using green bell peppers, and as we all know, all bell peppers were green at one point. Yes, we have orange, yellow, and red, and green. Now the riper they get, the redder it gets. So it goes from green to yellow to orange, and lastly to red. So the ripest one, which is red, is sweeter, and it's a little more expensive because it takes longer to harvest. It has more nutritional value, but the green bell pepper is just as good, and it also has a lot of great health benefits. I like to eat my green bell peppers cooked and the red ones raw, my preference. You can use whatever colors you want. You can use all 4 colors if you can. And so if you want to learn how I make my stuffed bell peppers, please keep watching. And if you haven't subscribed, I invite you to subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. For today's recipe, I'll be using a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, a teaspoon of black pepper, seasoned salt to taste, but I'll probably add about a tablespoon, garlic powder, about a teaspoon of onion salt, a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, if I said that right, 8 ounces of tomato sauce, half an onion, 4 garlic cloves minced, a can of corn, some jalapenos for spice, pepper jack cheese, olive oil, a pound of ground beef, and 4 bell peppers. First thing we're going to do is preheat the oven to about 350 degrees. Now while the oven preheats, I'm going to heat up my pan, pour in about a tablespoon of olive oil, and I'm going to cook my garlic, my onion, and my jalapeno. Once I finish cooking it for a few minutes until the onion is soft, I will go ahead and add my ground beef. Now that my onion is tender, I'm going to go ahead and add my ground beef. And you want to crumble it up as much as you can. So you want to break it down. So we're going to mix it up and let it brown a little bit before we add the rest of the seasoning. Okay, now that my ground beef is almost browned, which took about 4 minutes, I'm going to add the rest of my seasonings, which is the garlic powder, the onion, Italian seasoning, the Worcestershire sauce, and the corn. I'm only adding about half a can and 8 ounces of excuse me, of tomato sauce. And we're gonna mix it well, and we're gonna continue cooking it for about 2 to 3 more minutes. Okay, so I actually decided to add the rest of the corn because I did have room in my pan. And now I'm going to let it cook for about 3 more minutes. Alright, so my ground beef has been cooking for about 3 minutes. And my oven has preheated. So now it's time to stuff the bell peppers. Oh, this looks wonderful, and it actually tastes really, really good. Okay, so this is how you stuff them. You just grab a few spoonfuls of the mixture and add it straight into the bell pepper. Super simple. And the remaining of the mixture, you can actually make a quesadilla, tacos, burritos. You can do many things with that. And this is what it looks like. Now here we have our bell peppers, all nice and stuffed. Lastly, I'm going to top them off with cheese. So here are my bell peppers with the cheese on top. Put them in the oven, and we are going to cook them for about an hour. Now, because I'm starving and it's gonna be an hour before the stuffed peppers are done, I decided to make myself a tostada with a mixture, and I added sour cream, cheese, and some salsa that I had made yesterday. This is gonna be a great snack while I wait for dinner. 2, 1. All right, guys, and there you have it. There is our stuffed bell pepper. It's been an hour. I pulled it out and I put it on my plate. I topped it off with some parsley for coloring. And as you can see, it's nice and juicy. It's still very warm. It's very, very tender. Look at that. It's delicious. It smells amazing. It was super easy to make. The cooking time is what takes the longest, but other than that, super simple, super healthy. All right, guys, and there you have it. Super simple, super healthy, and delicious. I mean, the prep time was seriously like 15 minutes. The cooking time is a little bit long, but meanwhile, I was able to sweep the floors, mop the floors, wash dishes. I was able to stay productive, and I made 4. So I have 2 for dinner, 1 for me and 1 for my fiance, and 2 for our lunches. So I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you give this a try because it's very, very good. And if you haven't subscribed, once again, I invite you to subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.